Okay, hello and welcome back to episode 2 of trying to craft Avaritia stuff in my Tinker's Only Survival Challenge. So I just ran a vault, got a bunch more knowledge shards. That vault was actually quite insane because I decided to utilize a lot of stuff. So we spent 18 minutes in and we looted 500 chests, almost all of them being living chests. So 479 living chests, which was quite amazing, 12 omegas, and that was mostly because I found an omega gilded room, or living room, as well as we added 25 living modifiers on that. So that was quite amazing, but we're able to get all of those knowledge stars, which now we're able to get thermal expansion, which lets us actually craft the stuff we need. So now we got to make these singularities for nickel, lead, tin, and silver, so that then we can finally make ourselves our first infinity catalyst. So we've got our nickel singularity, and as the tin one is made, we're going to get our silver one made up as well. We got to get all the silver first, though, which is going to take a little bit. Get all that silver. Let me click all of it in. We need 300 blocks total. We got 287, so that means we need a little bit more. Thankfully, we're able to get it all right here really quickly. Nice and easy. Get rid of the extra 20. Then we can chuck that in here, because now we've got our tin singularity. We've got everything else all already completely ready and prepared. Got those guys taken care of. Now we're just waiting on the lead and then the silver singularity so that we can finish this off. And the lead one is about to finish now. And now we're just waiting on the silver one. Come on now. Okay, just over halfway done. 2/3, 2/3, 2/3, 3/4, and it's done. Okay, so now we'll be able to craft ourselves our infinity catalyst. Or not? What am I missing? Am I missing something? It's a shapeless recipe. Block of Enderium, transmutable. Steel block. What did I mess up? What? I'm so confused. Okay, what if we remove that from the top? Okay, why is this being difficult? Infinity Catalyst, it says we have everything in here that we need. It says it's a shapeless recipe. So none of these things should matter. What we should be able to do, just chuck them all in, like it's a crafting recipe. We should be able to get ourselves an infinity catalyst. We have redstone, lapis, iron, nickel. It says we've got everything ready. We've got everything as it says in here. Is it because I have two of those? No? Okay, what could it possibly be? This is being really confusing. Quartz, diamond, emerald, copper, tin, lead, silver, nickel, steel. Does it need to be a different kind of steel? I can uncraft the steel. Steel ingots. And then craft it back up into steel block. It's still steel. It flashed for a second. What? I'm so confused. Well, I decided that I would make a couple other things. So we got the netherite, iridium, platinum, fluxed, and amethyst singularities. We're going to try just chucking the endless pearl, the ultimate stew, and cosmic meatballs in. It works, even though it says it's not a part of the recipe, but cool. Essentially, these guys are all just made pretty much the same way, and overall, the cosmic meatballs are just all the different kinds of meat. Pile of neutrons, ultimate stew is just a bunch of stew ingredients, and pile of neutrons. And the endless pearl is just some neutronium and some nether stars, as well as some ender pearls and endstone. So now we've got all that. And what we can do is we've got ourselves a little piece of infinity catalyst. So infinity catalyst, and grab you out there. We're gonna craft those guys up, but first we gotta chuck the infinity catalyst in, which costs 9.21 billion EMC, which is going to take us quite a bit of time to get, because we are at 1 billion, barely, without it. And what we're going to be using this for is, we just got to wait to craft it up into an infinity ingot. So this is going to be another long waiting game of farming EMC. So what I'm going to do is we're going to run some vaults as we do that, and as we wait, but we're also going to, just casually add Heaven Shot as a modifier so that we can. So we grab ourselves 2 neutronium, 2 crystal matrix ingots, and this is the best modifier for a bow, so we will go dupe and Heaven Shot. So now what Heaven Shot does, is there a mob that needs a murdering? Are there okay, normal, are there any mobs that need a murdering? Let's check out the end, or the nether, and see if we need to slay any mobs because I do want to showcase just kind of what this will actually do. So, see that Strider over there? Yeah, so we can actually miss, and I think that's just because it's a passive mob. But if we find, say, something angry like you... Okay, it does a bunch of damage, but the Heaven Shot, I don't know if it's working because they're not strictly aggressive. But what about the Wraiths? Okay, maybe Heaven Shot's not working, but at least we're getting quite lucky with the soul beads and everything. Maybe we should try it on something else, but also very confused as to... Can't hit Enderman. Can easily return to sender the Ghast. Of course, because it's just how goated we are. What about you? Will you... Okay, no Heaven Shot, but overall, not a terrible thing either. Let's go back to the secret lair, otherwise known as our new base, and just deposit some random stuff that we got. Of course, this is going to take a while for us to get all of the stuff that we need in order to make the infinity ingots that we need add to our weaponry, so please stay tuned, because I'm going to be right back. After we first run this vault, but we also have some burgers to make, so what we can do is if we go burger, we grab ourselves some burger pickles, burger tomatoes, burger lettuce, burger cheese, burger buns, and burger patties. We're going to craft ourselves up a bunch of crispy deluxe cheeseburgers and a bunch of spicy or salty deluxe cheeseburgers to get ourselves up to level 72, which then we're going to upgrade. Javelin's already fully upgraded. What do we need to upgrade more of? Prudent. We can upgrade our javelins to make them do more damage. Or we can transfer on hit effects or charge no mana for it. I think that's what we're going to do because charging no mana for javelin is going to be quite useful in the long run. Of course, we have dash and everything, but, you know, mana is still a thing, so we have to worry about it. Anyway, we need more dreamstones, and the only way to really get dreamstones is through gilded chests, but we can actually get gilded chests using the gilded vault catalysts. So we're gonna have to actually get more dreamstones, but I can make dreamstones. The only issue is that they cost us a little bit of raw magnetite. The issue with magnetite is that we don't have a lot of it because you get it from ornate chests. So the way that we're gonna have to do this is gilded chests and ornate chests. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go 5 gildeds and then a couple ornates, and that's the most that we can do for now. We gotta get ourselves a vault rock. So rock and roll. Grab ourselves a little bit of a vault rock, chuck it on there. Of course, we got lucky, got a torque on that thing. Now we grab ourselves our level 72 vault crystal. Of course, we are going to be taking a little bit of damage in this vault because we are not perfect by any means. We have a lot to work on, but we should be able to maximize our dreamstone chances. And what we'll do is chest-wise, turn off living chests. We're going to leave gilded chests enabled, and we are going to purposefully seek out ornate chests as needed. We get 1 random negative modifier on here. Isn't too big of a deal. We can also craft up a bunch of nether stars because holy nether star shards, we are producing plenty of nether stars, which give quite a bit of EMC as well, which is the whole reason why I'm crafting them up, because the more EMC we get, we're almost to 1 billion again, which we need to get 9 full billion, almost 9.25 for each infinity catalyst, which to get an infinity ingot, we need a total of 11 infinity catalysts. Of course, the neutronium is its own beast, and that's something else that we have to deal with, but that's going to produce itself over time. The rest of the stuff will not. So let's get into the vault and see just what kind of loot we can end up getting. We are going to, of course, turn off flight, and let's hop right in, see what we can do for this vault. Come on now, let's do it. So, it looks like it is another just normal vault. Of course, there will be interesting things that will spawn in here, but those look like normal chests to me. Same with those, same with those. We gotta turn off Beniatite ore in our X-ray, because we keep seeing Beniatite ore, and that's not okay. Keep cheating. I gotta turn off Larimar ore. Larimar ore is already off. Cool. We get ourselves a little bit of living chests before we head over to get ourselves the ornate chests. Oh, this Vault Fighter is a champion. That's why he took so many hits. That's how effective the champion mobs are. By the way, our Supreme Katana is awesome. This one is tooltip level 0+, which is insane. But we are wanting to get it beyond that, and so that it's going to take more time, of course. But it is something that I want to do. Also, we got to make sure that we grab ourselves magnetite, but we also want to make sure that if we see some foci, that we grab those as well. Also, those Tuscalans, very piercing sounds, I must say. They are quite scary, but... Okay, it does penetrate, it does do quite a bit of damage, it's just not insane, so I think we're gonna stop using our bow in general from now on, just because it's not really worth it, but at least we're getting a good amount of magnetite. There's not much else that we use magnetite for other than making magnets. And although that is a good thing for this series, because of course magnets are the one piece of vault gear that we are allowed to use, they're not incredibly more important than dreamstones, just because the vaults we can run with a ton of dreamstones are going to be better for the content and just overall much, much better. And so dreamstones are the priority, but of course, getting a little extra magnetite, turning it into not just raw magnetite, but actually usable magnetite is going to be beneficial. And usually I would ignore that final bottom chest, but it has a bunch of magnetite in it, so we're just gonna up here and grab it real quick. Looks like the next closest really good deposit of ornate chests is actually this way. I'm just gonna go this way and give them a grab, just grab them a little bit. Of course, gilded chests will also give dreamstones, but the rate is decreased, especially compared to, you know, what we're getting right now, so we do want to make sure that we are maximizing that and getting everything that we possibly can. Of course, they do not have thorns, but I have thorns, so they took damage while hitting me, which honestly is on them, because they're stupid for trying to hit me. They could have been friends, but instead they decided to just be angry, and they paid the price. I Anakin Skywalkered their families. And if you don't get that reference, you are probably too young, but that is from a movie where Execute Order 66 was a line, and all of the younglings were murdered. Because fun times. Good movie. Yeah. That movie was actually really sad and depressing. I'm just gonna be perfectly honest with you, but, you know, you live and you learn, I guess. Grab ourselves a couple vault Okay, I'm gonna have to put down these puppies because they are just annoying. Holy. Don't take that out of context. That'll be wow. God. I love dogs, okay? I love animals. I'm an animal dude. But, like, come on now. They were getting a little annoying. Did I grab these already? I think I haven't. Yep, no, I definitely haven't. What I have learned, though, is that within the living strongboxes, they're actually not great. So there's no real reason to even try and mine them. Also, what we're gonna do, when we turn off FOV effects. FOV effects, where is that? Advanced, data packs, it's not in there. Where is FOV effects? Max frame rate, view bobbing, quality, FOV effects. Is that in a different thing? FOV. Is it not? You know what? Okay, that's fine. I guess it's just not a setting for this version, but that's okay. Because we don't have to worry about it anymore. There's living chests over there, but I don't care. Don't have to worry about that. We're just gonna go this way because we can, and there's no reason why we shouldn't. Of course, we're just gonna skedaddle skadoodle, double toggle our X-ray, and there's some good deposits of chests over there, so we're gonna go grab those the exact opposite direction. Of course, I'm a hypocrite. I should have gone the other way. hypocritical? No, that's the wrong word, but you know what I meant. I'm good at English. Exactly, that's what I thought. Yo, I am an expert at the English language. I was born, yeah, I know how to speak. Not really. I wish I could speak better. I have dyslexia, and it make me speak a weird. That's not how that works, but, you know, just bear with me, please. I'm just a boy. But also these FOV effects, it's like pulsing. It's like my screen is pulsing. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's giving me heavy anxiety. But that's fine. Glacial Hunter. Bro, maybe you just stop being so fat. Like, you're fine. Just go on a weight loss journey. Do what I did. Anywho, let's go. I wish that we could do that, but we can't because... So, if you guys didn't know, this mod pack already by itself uses so much RAM. But when you go to activate an X marks the spot room, you get a big spike. And I've yet to find an optimization that will actually let us go through and utilize the X marks the spot rooms, which is really unlucky, but overall it doesn't make that big of a difference just because if we've got a bunch of other things that we can utilize to find the same chests in better, more efficient ways. And yeah, we'll miss out on a bunch of good X marks the spot rooms, but in exchange we'll also end up getting a lot better loot overall. Also, holy mobs. These mobs are going to be a pain. Okay, oh my gosh. There are so many mobs. There we go. We took care of those guys. Now we can just come down. If I can get... Stop it. There we go. Just take care of the shivers. Of course, we are apparently just cold. Because cold is a thing you have to worry about in this, I guess, dungeon. But, you know, the vault. Sorry, they're not dungeons. They're vaults. I forgot. I gotta dictate that. But, you know... Just gotta grab all you guys. Grab you. Nothing, of course. Nothing. Pretty much nothing. And one piece of magnetite. We're at 49 magnetite. We're gonna need 2 per is the main issue. But it's not really gonna be an issue after this because we just got 4 from that guy. 1 from you. A couple from you. 1 in here. Ooh, a free inscription piece. 2 magnetite. And a couple more magnetite that we can grab. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. People say. There we go. Now what we can do is we can head directly this way. And potentially we can get a little bit more ornate chests. Potentially a little bit more other stuff as well. Before we head out of the vaults. Ideally, we find the obelisks, so I'm going to take a little bit more time to find them in this vault, but it's not a massive deal. Also, the pulsing effect on this is starting to make me feel incredibly uncomfortable, so I'm just going to, you know, casually run away a little bit, and hopefully we can find a couple of those obelisks. So, it looks like there's pretty much nothing down here. There's 1 obelisk, or 1 ornate chest, 2 ornate chests. Of course, if we get a dungeon, we will go into it just because it could potentially be an ornate dungeon, but I'm not going to spend an incredible amount of time doing this, just because we're big chillin'. Just heavy big chillin'. Now, we just take care of a couple mobs. Ignore the rest of them. Go straight back here. And hopefully we can run into something good. I'd love it if we just ran into the final 2 obelisks. But that is very low probability. Potentially it could be down here. That one's not. So that's fine. Now we just gotta go get these ornates, those ornates. And if we don't really see anything else, like... But what I mean by see anything else is essentially if we don't see the other obelisks, then we will just kind of skedaddle before the time runs out. Because, of course, surviving and keeping our loot is the most important thing in these vaults, so make sure that you're doing that. Again, like, do not prioritize greeting. Of course, I say that and then editor, just kidding, I'm not gonna edit this. What am I talking about? I don't edit my videos. Why would I do that? It takes way too long. But actually, like, I should really start doing that. Yeah, I gotta work on my editing, honestly. If y'all have any tips on what I could do to edit better, please let me know. I know this is later in the episode, so not many people are watching at this point, but those who are really like my content, so please, please do, if you enjoy this video, leave a like, because I really appreciate it. Also, we got another obelisk. Come on now, and there's so many mobs surrounding us now. My machine gun tactic for that does not work. Dang it. Okay, these mobs are insanely incredible. I need to work on getting a bunch of my stuff worked out, because if I could only just be better about this. Also, looks like there's free ornate chests over here, right next to the spawn room. I say right next, but they're nowhere near next to it. Ooh, and the final obelisk. I know the word, I know the word, I know the word. Y'all are making fun of me in the comments. I can hear it. Gosh, if like half of this gets clipped out of context, I am going to look like an absolute jerk. And you know what? It's gonna be funny. So, any shoot, come on now. Got that shiver. Gilded chest down there that's not really worth grabbing. I am going to mark you, the white marker, and go over to this. Oh, never mind. There's one up here as well. But we're gonna get this POI first. Of course, I can just spam click with... The reason why it sounds like I am just full spam clicking is because I'm alternating clicks with my right and left mouse cursor, or mouse button. And the reason why I'm able to do that is just because that's how dual wielding works. You've got a sword in both hands, you can just dual wield. Also, the reason why it wasn't working previously was because of a modifier called double attack, which I thought would work in conjunction with my current modifiers and other things, but it does not work with dual wielding. It actually breaks it, and then you can no longer use either of the swords together, so I had to take it off and get that fixed. But that was also just an oversight on my part, and we were able to fix it, which is nice. But thankfully we're able to go through all these guys, get all the magnetite. The magnetite is of course the most important thing, but of course we're grabbing the vault nuggets too. These vault nuggets are amazingly beautiful, they're great. And now what we'll do is we will head straight up and we will fight the final set of the Guardians, along with some Vault Fighters they summoned. Take care of those guys. Now for the final two, they're both Arbalists. And there we go! Hooray! Tuscalans give the same XP in souls as Ravagers do. So, of course, we are taking advantage of that. Perfect. So, 105,000 XP. Nothing insane compared to our other stuff, but we were able to get it completed. We get this guy completed. No, we need to go on a scavenger hunt vault, find some sparkletine ore. That's something that we can do in the future. We didn't get an artifact, but we did get quite a lot of raw magnetite, which we are going to nearly use all of in order to get ourselves some dreamstones. So, do I have dreamstone? I have one dreamstone. That's good. That could have been bad. But I gotta leave dreamstones in here from now on so that I still have some remaining. We are going to be going through them quick. So, vault diamonds. I can grab a bunch of them because they're not incredibly expensive. It's 2 million a stack, which is, I mean, I say not incredibly expensive, but it's a little expensive. But overall, for 2 stacks and 64, 2 stacks and 24 of dreamstones, it is very well worth it. And now we've got some Beniatite that we need. Benny, we got 54 left of ore-wise. Reactivate flight real quick. Oh, 3 Beniatite, cool. You'll love to see it. Come on, Beniatite, just get all of it placed real quick. Now we mine it, and we got a total of 113 Beniatite. Perfect, which of course we're going to put 2 stacks into there. We don't need any more than that in there. That's all we really need. And now it's mostly just a waiting game for the neutronium stuff to go in here, get enough to get ourselves more infinity catalysts and everything, because this is going to take a while for us to get an infinity ingot, which of course you need 11 infinity catalysts for. So I will be back momentarily. And by momentarily, I say probably an hour or 2, or maybe next day. I don't know how long this is gonna take. Please, I need help. It has been a long time. I sat AFK for a long time, got a bunch of pile of neutrons. We got enough for 2 infinity catalysts. Now we just gotta wait even longer. It's probably gonna be day 200 by the time we get this done, but we're gonna push for it. I just AFK'd even longer. We got this. We got a bunch of neutrons. We're at 96,000. Means we're able to get infinity catalysts. We have 12 total. Means you have 1 extra. That means that we finally get to make ourselves. How many crystal matrix do I need? I need 4, 5, 6, 10 total. So we get a full stack. And we sort out 10. And now we just need a bunch of you guys. Oh my gosh. And now we just go and we craft infinity ingot. Got ourselves an infinity ingot. Cool. Crafted it. Infinity ingot accomplished. It doesn't have any MC. I'm gonna have to change that. Give me a moment, please. Okay. EMC added 103,000 or 100 billion thousands. Now have infinity ingot in there. Got that. But now gotta do. So oh my gosh. 5 infinity. So work on that as a side project. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna try and accomplish by day 2. See how this goes. Okay, well that took a lot of AFKing. They're all neuthers. They are all collecting. They are all boosted and going crazy with that. So we are currently at 4.5 trillion. All we need a little bit more over the edge. 2 right now is 4 and 7 and 1 extra in there. So 1,000. So close. So close. Craft up all these. They out of 2. Okay, so got all 90, which is insane amount, but I'm hoping that we're gonna be able to. Well, apparently my mic hasn't been recording, so I don't even know what you guys have heard, but essentially it's almost day 200 and we have 4 infinity blocks, which is enough to make a couple of the parts we need. We need 5 total infinity tool handles in order to upgrade all of our weapons, because we have 2 swords and 2 pickaxes and the 1 matic. That is going to take us 5 full infinity blocks, which each are almost 1 trillion EMC. We're at 838, which we need about 90,000 more EMC to go, and we are not producing nearly enough right now in order to be able to get there. So the pile of neutrons, those are going to need to go up in increasing increments. This is going to be a little crazy because we're going to try and accomplish it before day 200. Fingers crossed it works out. Oh yeah, there is one restriction that I have placed on myself. There is no Project X, meaning that we do not get to have infinite EMC generation. Which means the only EMC that we can generate has to be generated through items and has to be manually deposited, which is why this is taking so long, because of course we could solve it easily with that, but that is a little cheaty, so we're gonna leave that out of it. Hopefully we can accomplish this, because otherwise this is going to be so incredibly impossible. Because each one of these guys is only 1 million. We need a total of, what, like 90,000 of them to get there. So, I mean, they're increasing, just not as fast as I'd like. This is gonna take a long time, but we are so close. I think I might just make a bunch more of the neutron collectors. Oh my gosh, it is so close. We're at 928. We need 930. Should be able to, with all this stuff, I just deposited all of the neutrons and stuff. Hopefully we can get enough nether stars from these. I do have as many nether star plants as I can, and I made a ton of neutron collectors, but of course we didn't have a ton of time. We got like 15 minutes in the last day, so we're able to get half of it there, a little bit. We should be able to make it realistically, but for now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make 4 of them, 4 infinity tool handles. Of course, they will add a ton of amazing modifiers to our stuff, but we're not gonna be utilizing those for the most part. But now we just gotta wait a little bit longer. Okay, this should be the final deposit for us to get there, and it is. Okay, we got our last infinity block. It's still day 199. We're able to get it accomplished completely. So we got our first sword upgraded. Perfect. Get our second sword upgraded. Perfect. Our first pickaxe upgraded. Perfect. Second pickaxe upgraded. Perfect. And our mattock upgraded. Perfect. And now what we'll do is we will teleport up to the top. We're going to go out the front door, and we're gonna go take down a mountain. So let's go find a mountain. Where's a big mountain? There's a big mountain over here. We're gonna take down this mountain, and we're gonna leave the thing that's on top of it there. We're just gonna remove everything underneath it, because honestly, I just don't care. Ran out of hunger faster than anything else. That's insane. I'm just gonna completely annihilate this entire thing. 965. Did we not get XP for anything anymore? I mean, I guess not, but that's really fine. Did we get any XP for our pickaxe? 3100. 31. Okay, we get XP for our pickaxe. I guess it's because this is... We're insta mining. Never mind, I know why we didn't get it for this guy. Because we weren't actually mining something that it's effective on. We were mining stone, a mattock, and it was just going so fast that it didn't even matter. We're leaving this monastery up here. We're just erasing everything underneath it, just for lulz. I want to see just what we can do to erase this mountain. It looks like I need more saturation though, so might take a second for us to get the saturation we need, because this is going to take a long time if we keep running out of saturation. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're roughly back in the same spot. We're just gonna be mining some more of this mountain, just getting rid of the mountain beneath this monastery. This is probably gonna take a little bit because unfortunately the multi-mine does not want to let us increase the amount of blocks we can mine at once. But we are probably going to get some upgrades to our pickaxe as we remove this mountain from underneath here. Excuse me, skeleton, did you just try to attack me? That's not a good idea. You might want to stop. Like, I don't... Not an easy target. I'm sorry. Like, one, I'm not an easy target. Two, you're just going to hurt yourself the more you hit me. Like, if you do hit me, it's not going to go well for you, bro. It's all good. Just breathe. We're just going to continually remove more and more of this mountain from beneath the monastery. They're currently at heroic level. Our other pickaxe at? Our other pickaxe is a master. We're gonna get both of them up to the tier above heroic, which I don't actually remember what that one is, but it seems as though we are able to go through and get all of our hunger back right as we run out of it. Actually, never mind. It seems as though we are still not getting all of our stuff back, but close. It's definitely closer. That's what matters. What we can do, one moment after I get my hunger back, and this guy upgrades, hopefully soon. Soon, right? Yeah, 13,000. Just gotta get it to 16,000. Just a couple more 1,000 blocks. Don't worry about it. It'll all go by quickly. Run through literally everything. It's kind of absurd. Okay, there we go. We've grandmastered the tool. Now we're just going to go straight down. We're actually going to get ourselves some bedrock. We gotta wait a second and then continue descending into the depths of the world because we can. Don't care about water, but you're kind of annoying, so you know, leave me alone, please. Water. Just go down, infinitely down, until we hit the bottom of the world. This is insane. Amethyst. Can we harvest the amethyst stuff? No, we can't. That's a bummer. We can harvest bedrock, right? Yeah, we can harvest the bedrock now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's nothing that can stop us now. And what about if we summon a wither? Can we insta-kill a wither? Let's see. Can we insta-kill a wither? So it is going to drift down here, which is not great. You know, maybe we should go upwards. There we go. Oh, so we can insta-kill withers now. That's pretty dope. You'll love to see it. I wonder how that's gonna work in the vault, though. I don't think it's going to work perfectly as I just demonstrated, but it might work rather well. But also, it could just be really laggy, so I don't know, but we're gonna have to test it out in next episode. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. GG's, peace, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye!